Have you ever hit a gainer?
No.
No.
What is
I think it's like a jackknife. It's like some kind of a
also
jump.
don't know what that is.
It's like a jump into a pool.
Oh.
You know, like the dance in I think it's like not Mambo number 5, the cha-cha slide where they say
Sure.
Charlie Brown, and you're
Charlie
supposed to
Brown.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
grab your ankle and then the back of your head and kind of
Yeah.
act like a guy with retardation. I think it's like that.
Really great.
It's like that, but you do that into a pool.
Oh,
you
do the
do
whole
that
cha-cha
into a-
slide into a pool. One
Yeah.
hop this time.
But then once you get in the pool, you have to go back to neutral. You can't keep dancing like that.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
somebody who's impaired. Otherwise, you're not going to like what happens next.
When I was a kid, my grandpa had a pool in his backyard. It was an
Yeah.
in-ground pool that he built himself. It's a really nice pool. What are you smiling
Okay,
I'm
about?
sure.
all right. We believe you. All right, okay.
I'd bring girls there all the time. They loved it. It was, they said it's a really nice place.
And my grandpa still had sex up to the age of 75.
Me and my grandfather would bring girls back.
You're like Donald Trump.
But he used to do this challenge with us if we could swim a full lap without like touching the bottom of the pool. So we're like children when we do this. He would buy us a Speedo. And it was you wanted to do the challenge to do it, but then you wanted to convince him to buy any other swim
Yeah,
apparel.
that was your reward?
Why was
Yeah.
the Speedo? Why did he think a Speedo is something that you wanted?
Because he came from a time when that represented like athleticism.
The Speedo was cool.
Your dad's
Yeah.
an ancient Greek guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
My grandfather, Copernicus. Copernicus Defino.
But yeah, he thought it was he thought that's what
And nobody-
people wanted, you know?
Nobody said anything.
No,
You were
because
too nice. They
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah.
But your parents weren't like, Dad.
The whole family. is
no,
too
my
nice.
dad was team speed. He was
He
like,
was
"You're gonna
team-
get that Speedo,
It'll
and you're
look
gonna be
good
the
on you."
fastest." in the pool."
It is good for your speed, the Speedo.
It is.
I've heard.
Yeah, you're supposed to like shave your whole body too.
Yeah,
If you're,
wax
Yeah.
to it.
There's a lot of sacrifices you need to make.
Hey, man.
To wake up to it like
Yeah.
5 a.m.
Some people
shave.
even shave their entire penis off and
For
get
the
in,
sport.
get into a pool competitively.
Women. That's what they call them.
Yeah,
Those are ladies.
Well, that's what they call them now.
that's what they call them now. Tell you what, Grandpa wasn't buying them a Speedo. Grandpa was buying them a bikini.
Oh,
It is
wow.
weird. There was that time
That's
in
very
going
weird.
to the beach where it was completely reversed. Men wore the least clothes possible,
Yeah.
and women wore like full.
They wore like
dresses.
parkas to
They
the
wore like
beach.
parkas.
Yeah.
But the guys had like a condom on, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
One big condom.
I'm happy it's not like that anymore,
Me too.
to be honest.
Me too. Because
too
like,
I was
pale.
at Fire Island. It's still like that.
But it's gay over there. Fire Island is a big
Yeah.
gay place, you know.
but the way my penis rests upon my testicles, it's like
It's very nice.
it sits like it's planking. Like it sits at like a horizontal,
always hard.
Impression
like
of
straight out.
impression of Patty's penis.
Are we the balls in this?
Yeah, my balls.
You
are,
would be the balls of this.
the balls.
but
How
it-
was that?
Straight. You don't lean.
No, it doesn't. But it's like my balls are very high and tight.
Don't
So-
I know it?
Yeah, so it's like lifting my penis up. Because I feel like if I had balls that were lower, my penis could hang down and it would look a little more respectable. But right now,
So your
it's-
balls are to
Like,
blame.
So
My
your
balls
balls
are
are
to
holding
blame.
up your penis like this.
I've never blamed my penis a day in its life. I've only blamed my balls. Yeah.
I only here lies Patty DeFino. I only blame my balls.
I only blame my balls. There's.
It's like a That's like a Kevin Spacey apology. I blame my balls. It wasn't me. It was my
It was
balls.
not the penis.
Not the pe- it was the
My
balls.
penis doesn't even like boys.
My
balls.
balls are totally.
My balls.
Can't seem to get enough of them.
I blame my balls. It's like a sassy memoir that your mom reads for book club. I blame my balls.
Mama DeFino. Mama
I
Patty.
hate my balls, even though they're under wood. Get it? Your wood is your penis,
Oh.
and he's
Yeah, but-
Frank Underwood.
Oh,
in the-
he's.
Oh.
I didn't see.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
that show.
yeah,
That was a
the
good
big
one,
impression.
I know him
too.
from
It
Seven.
was good.
So for me, it's no loss.
Oh, Seven. Oh, yeah.
Seven is so good.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
It's in the box.
It's amazing how he says, "What's in the box?"
It's in the box. It's a great movie.
If
They
we-
need to make more movies about like deranged killers.
You don't think there's enough? It's called the fucking every documentary now is about like the TikTok blah blah blah. You know?
Yeah, but the real ones are lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
something.
'cause it's like real, and it's like yes.
But I
John
watched-
Doe is like.
I watched a
awesome.
show you guys
Yeah,
know,
like Zodiac and shit.
I watched that Secret Lives of Mormon TikTok Wives show. Have you seen that?
Secret Lives of who?
Mormon TikTok
It's Mormon
Wives.
Wives, I think.
Mormon Wives.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's on
Oh.
Hulu. It's really good. It's about like these hot Mormon TikTok girls who all like fucked each other and then they broke. It's good. It's fun.
just like what if Mormon women also cheated? And
What if
stuff,
it's
which is
because
Oh.
they have TikTok
Yeah.
and they do all this crazy
think,
shit
I
and
don't
they
really
hate
know.
each other and it's
yeah.
good. I like reality TV, so
It's
I
good
enjoyed
for
it.
me as like a kid who was raised Catholic. It's good to see other religions being tainted by
Other
social
types
media.
of Christianity, yeah,
Just because I know that social media is hurting all religion,
yeah.
but it's like it's nice when it happens other places as
It's
well.
just so bad. You can hardly follow the commandments of Joseph Smith if you have TikTok.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's like clean your microwave twice a week. It's like I don't even own a microwave. Now I have to buy a
I watch
microwave.
microwaves on
to get-
TikTok.
also the Mormons are big on pedophilia. That's one of their
I don't-
biggest. They love pedophilia.
They can't get
don't
enough.
like it.
No, they love it. Well, sure. I mean, it's not, but they're huge pet. Like, there's a lot of big problems.
Oh, but like every organized religion kind of is.
yeah, but the Mormons especially. Did you read that book, Under the Banner of Heaven?
No, but I listened to a podcast where they talked about the book.
And
I don't know.
did you like what you heard?
It's just like background noise. Just like
Yeah.
the worst.
Just
It's
noise.
like the worst stuff.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
good book.
World.
And you know, TikTok is all pedophile stuff. It's all like hot young girls, so it's not going to be a good combination.
I saw Governor Newsom of California.
The man.
Mm-hmm.
I saw he passed a law with something with statutory rape.
Can you do your impression of him when you say what the law was?
I don't even know what he sounds like.
Sure, you do. He's just
Hi, everybody.
yeah, he's just a liberal.
He's like a guy who owns a winery. That's
Yeah,
like what he
yeah,
came for.
exactly.
That's like his.
Well,
No, a cool guy. A cool guy.
Oh.
uh-huh.
Yeah, more like that.
Statutory rape.
It's okay to rape. baby.
Yes. That's
just awesome.
That's a perfect Gavin Newsom.
He's like Austin Powers, but like,
but real.
but
And
like,
American.
but can't get laid. But I guess there's like a law that if there's like, if you're within 10 years or something of someone being 18 or 17, it's okay.
So you can fuck a 17-year-old if you're 25?
Yeah. But I also saw that age went down to 14. They were
Well,
like
that's
14
too
to,
young.
And
to 18.
24? 14 to 24? You could do
14
that?
and
I
23
guess
is
so.
too young. 14, I think, is too young.
14
for
is
14
anyone
is
who's not
way
like
too
14 or
young.
15.
Yeah.
But I think in New York, don't ask me how I know this.
Well, but they have huge tits, those New York girls.
Anyway.
The ones who are 19 and above, yes. Maybe.
On her 18th birthday, she got huge tits.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's 17 for so if someone is 17 and willing, they can fuck whoever age
Okay.
in New York.
It's like Romeo and Juliet is what it's called, right? That law.
Oh, I'm
Those
sure
laws.
it has some fucked up name.
Yeah, because Juliet in that original movie was like 10, wasn't she?
Well, in the book, she's like 14. Or in the
Okay.
play,
How old is he?
He's like 18.
That was different back then.
And yeah, in the movie that I watched that in school, she's like 13.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it a Shakespeare movie?
The actor, too, that's who I'm more concerned with here. The actress who's like, I think she was 16 in the filming of the movie.
Wait, was this the
And-
Baz Luhrmann one?
No, this is like a British one.
This is like, this is like really old. I think it's like,
She was really hot when I was 13.
yeah, she
Yeah,
was. She
that's-
big gagungas.
She
For
had,
at
She
time,
major league
it was-
gagungas.
I remember
she
that
had
day.
Mondo Gazungas, Patty.
She did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's where I can see that law being okay. There should be like a mold that they have to step into, and if their body fills the mold, then they can.
Then you can fuck. I heard a great. That's so fun. I heard a great joke the other day. It was a bad open. You ever go to a bad open mic and you just hear the best joke from the worst comedian?
Yes.
And you're like, he's not going to know how great that joke is because he'll quit comedy and like.
Yeah.
But that's like such a good. This joke, he was like, he should. Every time I say a joke that has this preface of like it's great, it always ends up sucking, and everyone's always like, "Oh, I've heard that a million times." But you'll see if you've heard this before. They basically this guy, he was like, they should have a dating app that sets up pedophiles with adults who look like children.
I heard that joke. I forget whose that is.
It was this Indian guy, Mahatma. Or someone he had some name.
Gandhi?
Yeah, it was Gandhi. He had some name, Mahatma Gandhi. No, his name was like Manchan Van Gandhi or something. He had some name, but it was something along those lines, and it was just like I was asleep at this mic, and I was like, wow, that's funny.
That is pretty funny.
He presented it in a good way.
I don't think that's like a bad idea, but I do feel bad for the young women who look like little girls, and all they can attract is pedophiles.
But it's good. It's a natural way of some people want to fuck kids. Some people look like it. It's healthier than actually fucking a child.
No,
it's like, hey, stop taking me to the McDonald's play place for my birthday.
I'm getting tired of Chuck E. Cheese. Can we go to Benihana?
How old? Oh, you're 13 again? No, I'm 27.
Rich, I'm menopausal. We talked about this.
But there is kind of a beautiful thing in that, right? Where if this woman can see the flaws in this man and understand his side of it, and he can love her for who she is, even though deep down he wishes she was
a
child watching My Little Pony or whatever. Then those two together can become this beautiful, couple.
And that's why we have role play in sex.
Yeah.
So that you don't go around actually fucking animals or fucking children or old people.
Yeah.
It's healthier to just fuck someone pretending to be that.
The only animal I think I would fuck is a Teletubby. And I wouldn't even look for the pussy. I would just get the one that has a hole above its head.
The Coacla of the Teletubby.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I would fuck a few animals just because they have a nice body. I want to fuck an animal. Don't worry, it's not because of her face. I don't like her face.
What about like a gorilla?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not about it, dude. That light is extremely bright.
It is bright. You got to not look at it.
I have to just feel. Yeah, it's really hard to not look at it. Right.
Do you know
now.
what the only purpose of that light is? Is to shine at the bottom
of your feet,
of down here, on the ground, so that it's like easier to remove the green screen.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's helpful.
And it is very bright.
You got some new knickknack every time I come over here. It's cool.
Yeah.
Man. You're really becoming a podcaster, Patty.
I know.
It's very cool.
I got to figure out a way to get that sign into frame, but like...
it should definitely be useful.
Is that just for you when you're on your couch?
It's just for like
what about right
atmosphere.
Here? What about right here?
The frame only goes up to like probably a foot and a half above your head.
In between me and Diego?
It could go there, but then it's like, whoa, it's right in
It's a little too much.
Right, grill.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
I think there will also be a glare coming off of it with these lights.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful sign.
Beautiful sign.
Really good.
How did you get it done? Etsy?
This guy who's a fan of the show, Alex, he sent it to me.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah, free of charge.
Where's my camera? Alex, thank you, buddy. Keep listening.
And he's not a foot guy. He doesn't like feet.
Never mind.
You said that?
Yeah, he's like, and just so you know, I'm here for the funniness of the podcast.
Oh, I can see this is a big
not
part of the fans that you get is feet guys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm here for the funniness, but I stay for the feet.
But I stay for the feet. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big part. You will start to see. I get
really
people
weird.
asking me like, "How's Kiwi doing?" Like all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I gotta start. I wish I'd worn like more covering socks.
You got
more
good side.
protective.
They're gonna love.
They're gonna. Oh, Diego, they're gonna love you.
They're gonna love
They're
you.
gonna love
You're
you.
gonna start getting a bunch of like Spanish comments.
Ja, ja, ja.
Yeah, he's,
Los pies de ese niño.
he's a biggie. Go to market.
Go to Mark.
We on the way home. Yeah. So yeah, get ready for that. That's something that
That's like a super uncomfortable thing that you have to deal with. I'm sorry. About
I've
that.
gotten used to it.
I mean,
It
it's
used to
very
make.
scary,
It used
though.
to challenge my faith. It used to challenge my sexuality. It used to challenge
Turns
my.
out I was wrong on both accounts.
Yeah. But it's you just got to take what you can get, I guess. And who said that? Didn't Eleanor Roosevelt say that?
I think it was Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeRoosevelt.
Did you guys see her special?
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah,
She has a special.
She did. I didn't see it, but
I'm sure you watched all of it and loved every second.
just testing the waters.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I don't know.
I'm
why I
sure
brought
it's
it up.
so bad.
It's probably bad.
It's a lot of like apparently like, oh, woe is me.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
was a
gonna.
billionaire.
Does she talk about that? How
Yeah,
everyone
but
hates
apparently
her
she
now?
handles it bad. Whatever that.
She should just like every time she does stand up, she should just dress up as Dory. from Finding Nemo.
Oh, that is her finest
And
work.
then
I
just-
don't remember. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
Me,
exactly.
me,
She just
me?
starts to go into a bit, and then she's like, "Well, anyway, the weather is pretty nice." Right? Has anyone seen Marlin?
I guess you can't really be canceled if you just keep going.
That's-
like,
that's
I
her
don't
best
remember.
word.
What do you?
That's a weird name to name a fish, Marlin,
Marlin.
because
Yeah.
it's like he's not a marlin.
Yeah. it's a
So that would be
fun
like
little-
if Kiwi's name was
Kiwi?
Black Guy, you know?
I guess so.
that would be similar.
Or Marlin.
Or Marlin.
Marlin.
Yeah, because he's not a marlin, he's a clownfish.
Yeah.
And the great irony there is he's not funny at all, I guess.
Yeah.
It should have been. What's like a clown? The only clown I can think of is Krusty, but there's
You go-
Bozo.
Bozo, yeah.
Finding Bozo.
The great Tickles the Clown, who was Puff's character. What was I going to say? Ellen DeGeneres' cancellation is interesting because everybody was like an act they did, like Matt Lauer, Harvey Weinstein, Aziz. Ellen DeGeneres was just like, oh really?
Yeah, I saw
I
more.
love him.
Yeah.
But Ellen DeGeneres' her cancellation was like, oh no, she's just a bitch.
Yeah,
We just don't like her personality.
which is why I think it didn't stick.
It didn't stick because
Yeah.
tons of people are bitches.
Yeah, you can't stick. I mean, do we want to put every woman down as canceled?
Yeah. Well,
They've had their moments. No, just kidding.
I mean, who would do
I'm
that?
sure. I'm sure
Crazy.
Rosa Parks was a great lady.
I like those shirts that just say "Nah" dash Rosa Parks. Have you seen those shirts?
I have.
No,
It's a big like Brooklyn kind of heavy-set black guy shirt.
Yeah.
You were quotation marks nah period
Yeah, I don't think
dash
that shirt
Rosa
costs
Yeah.
Parks.
less than an XXL.
Yeah. Wow, Terrell, great shirt
Wow.
again.
Yeah,
That was a real person. I had a coworker named Terrell
Oh,
who
you
wore
wore
that
it?
shirt. Yeah.
it was always a little ironic because like Rosa Parks, she fought for not sitting in the back of the bus,
Yeah.
and then every bus I've ever been in since, all the black people just go right to the back.
I prefer the back.
I
That's
like the
the best
back.
seat.
I,
Yeah.
sit, I,
Yes.
I sit in the back as an
The
apology.
front is all disabled too.
The
the
front is
back
like,
is
what are
chill.
you, a nerd? You're trying to get to class early, you know?
What
The
are you, some
back, you
kind
get
of-
to peruse. You're far away from the authority, you know?
To
Yeah.
not have anybody behind you on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You kind of
yeah.
want to be aware of it.
Nobody going.
That'll pick up
Don't you hate
great
that
on
on the bus?
That'll pick up great on the wind-resistant mics.
Is it really wind? Is it really wind resistant? I'll be the judge of that.
It's supposed to be like a pop filter.
Bop.
Oh,
So, because I have a big P. I'm Patty.
Patty.
Patty. Hey, Patty, thanks for having me on the podcast. Sorry for spitting on you. That was
Didn't
gross.
spit on me. Yeah. So, what else is going on, boys? What do we got going on in the news?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Diego.
Big election.
Penis. Big,
That's what I was
penis
thinking. Big
coming up.
Big penis
Big
coming
penis.
up. Big penis.
Everyone's talking about this election, like all these liberal Jews that I was just with, like my mom and her friends. And I think Stephen DeMarco, I think he like voted for Trump or maybe or his,
Now?
no, or he's come from a very conservative
Yeah,
town.
he's from Buffalo.
So I said around him, I was like, hey, like, did you tell everyone you voted for Trump in 2016? And they all went, oh, ho, 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 ho. You would actually have to leave.
Oh my god.
See, this is what I've noticed. Okay,
Dude, you would be-
racism is gone. Racism
gone.
is gone.
It's gone.
Political persecution
It's back.
is back.
It's back.
Hating people for their political beefs or political beliefs, I think, is more prevalent than racism.
There was a guy, a gay black guy. I watched one of those videos, black conservatives debate liberal black conservatives.
Sure.
No,
Liberal. Wait.
I'm so tired. Black conservatives debate black liberals, and the gay black guy conservative said he's never received more hate than when he came out as a conservative. Not for being gay, not for being black. The worst he got was for, which I don't know if that's true. Maybe he's just,
Just
blah,
stoking
blah,
the
blah.
flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would love for you to meet my family because they would see that you're like very decent and you voted for Mitt Romney.
And I
Like
voted
they've
for Mitt
legitimately never met anybody like
voted
you.
for Mitt Romney?
That's the only vote
old are
I.
you?
It's the only vote I've ever cast.
47.
I just turned 30.
Wow. You
Yeah.
look great.
Wait, you just
Thank
turned 30?
Yeah. a couple
Was it your
weeks
birthday?
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy
Romney's only
birthday,
12
Patty.
years
Thank you.
ago?
Thank you. What was that?
Mitt Romney was only 12 years ago? I guess he was.
Yeah, I turned
Wow.
18
Wow,
in
that's amazing.
September, and then in November was that election. And I didn't even vote for Mitt Romney. I sat in the booth. My mom was sitting next to me. She leans over and goes, him and pointed at Mitt Romney. I said, yes,
The power
mama.
broker.
To be fair, that's how I've done every single one of my elections, and I will do every single election like that until my mom dies. Every single one. And then I'll think for myself when she
Look
dies.
around, look at the options.
But I will
Green
vote for the-
party.
Because
Yeah, Jill Stein. Harambe.
She didn't put you on this earth to cancel out her vote.
No, of course not. And she's
Yeah.
given me my whole life.
Exactly.
The least I could do is
It
vote
really
for
is.
her.
Like my parents were, I don't even want to say conservative. They were just pro-life, very
Yeah.
pro-life. So like that always was the conservative party. So
Yeah.
they'd always vote for that. But then when Donald Trump came around, the first time my mom did not like him. She voted for some green guy.
Jill Stein.
The
Jill
Stein.
Stein, yeah.
Stein, the
That was the green guy.
the big green giant.
The big green giant.
Yeah, yeah.
Mean green.
And
mean
then-
green.
And then the pandemic hit, and she became full QAnon mom, which
Whoa.
is the most fun mom to have, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So it goes.
Because you just get like government documents sent to you via
She sends you
via
PDFs.
Facebook, yeah.
She sends you PDFs on Facebook.
And she's like, Trump is actually still in charge of the military, even though it's 2 years.
But you
after
still gotta
everyone
vote for
got
him just in
it.
case.
Yeah.
So she's gonna. So she
now
likes
she's
Trump.
Trump. Yeah, now
Yeah.
she's Trump. My dad is Trump. I like Trump too, honestly. In this, as you probably know
I don't
from-
know. I don't know that. Are you gonna vote this time around?
I will not. Just because one in New York, it's like why,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
and then two, it's like that's a lot to do.
It is a lot to
You gotta
do.
go.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you have a T-shirt on that can wear a sticker that says you
Oh.
voted.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta pick kind of a trashy T-shirt.
No, I just like the idea that they can like meet someone who's not just themselves, like think the same. Like my friends, like we're all like liberal to an extent, and I think you probably are as well in a lot of what you think.
Yeah.
But just like they'll meet you, they'll love you, you'll love them, and it's like, oh, by the way, that guy went to like a million abortion pro-life, protests.
Yeah,
growing up,
yeah.
and they'll be like, what? It's like, yeah, and he's just a guy,
Yeah, I think I was lucky in that regard because I was the kid that my parents forced me to protest against abortion, like
Really?
holding a sign.
You went as the fetus?
Yeah, I literally held like a dead baby, with
baby.
like their arms severed and
Yeah.
stuff. And like I was like, and all of my friends were liberals, and they
Yeah.
knew that about me, and they didn't care.
Yeah.
It was like,
who
we were
cares?
all friends and
You're
everything.
all doing whippets.
And you're being
like,
raised that
it's not
way.
gonna come in
700
handy.
hits. 700 hits.
700 hits, and yeah, I think that was something that we had, which has now made it seem like very strange the polarization of everything.
I think it's coming back. I think people are pretty jaded right now. People
I
are
think
like,
so,
this is
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah,
Very
I hope
jaded.
so, because politics are supposed to be boring. Like the fact that
Yeah.
I even
The fact-
follow them is
I know.
not a good sign.
I hate to say it, guys. I'm enjoying it.
I've been
I'm enjoying
loving
it a
it.
lot.
I hate
I
it.
missed the vice presidential debates, but I'm going to watch it right when I get home. I really want to
Yeah.
watch it. I love Coach Walls.
Yeah,
He's a
I
teacher.
liked him in that. I thought he came off well. JD Vance was really. You're gonna like.
I heard
JD.
that he did better than
He was
Coach
great.
He's
Walls.
like a
He's like a
big
lawyer.
guy.
Yeah,
Like-
He's Diego's dad's guy.
little bit.
yeah.
Diego's
But,
dad
like, not
likes
really.
JD Vance.
I don't know. My dad's. I'm
Your dad
Canadian,
likes
so it's
JD
like
Vance?
nobody-
Well,
my
he's
dad
got
just
no
likes
dog
that
in this
JD
fight.
Vance had a job pretty
Yeah.
much in my dad's view.
That is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's like
That is good.
this guy. You
Yeah.
know? But then when JD's Vance starts talking, my dad's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited. He said some really dumb stuff about teachers. He said,
JD?
he said you
Yeah.
can't be a good teacher if you haven't raised a child.
Yeah, like that's the stuff. And my dad's like, all right, what are you talking about?
You can or
You
can't.
can't.
It's
It's like all these women talking about being teachers. They haven't even had kids.
yeah, he kind of dug himself in a hole a little bit.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
the
Don't
problem
know.
is, like, Trump already says all that shit. Like, you got to be the guy that says nothing at all. Like,
That's
you know,
why
you
Mike
got to
Pence
be
is
like,
great.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But
Great gay guy.
I don't say anything because I can't.
My first
Because if
order.
I do-
My first order of business. Everybody's gay except for me.
I tell people that joke.
Mike-
That's so funny. Everybody in the world is gay except for me.
Mike
One of my first
Bellbottom,
jokes.
Mike Bellbottom Pence.
Mike Bellbottom. Mike
Oh.
Cruising Pence.
Oh, Patty, that one was crazy. That was pretty-
Yeah, another story. Kamala Harris's husband, I guess,
Doug Emhoff.
Doug Emhoff, slapped his ex in the face.
Nice.
Yeah.
When? Recently?
No, this was in his past. In
Is
Is
his
that why she
riddled
divorced
past.
him?
I don't know. Are they divorced?
You bitch. Oh, just one of his girlfriends?
It was one of his girlfriends in his past.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
he thought she was flirting with the valet.
Even if she was.
What a crazy rich guy. reason to
Yeah,
slap
yeah.
your girl. That's crazy.
I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest.
and then other rich guy news. We're just getting on to it. R.I.P. Sienna Hubert Ross.
That
What
was
happened?
crazy.
She died?
No, she's fine.
She
But
she attempted. She was
got
attempted.
attacked.
She tried to kill herself?
No,
she
no,
was-
no, 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 no.
was- Go.
Can somebody please tell me
Please
what
we
happened?
don't tell him what it
You don't
was.
tell me?
No, I don't know. There was a suicide. No.
No. Do you watch
There's a
CNN?
bomb.
Actually, let's leave the story here.
Let's
and
leave
move
it
on.
here.
No, she. I saw in the New York Post. She got attacked. A guy from J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan's like son or something.
Yes.
JP Morgan Jr.
Junior.
Pretty much.
Was I guess they were like dating or had some kind of a romantic thing.
Oliver Sacks, I think.
Oliver-
Oliver Lane. Oliver Lane. Real
Oliver
rich guy
Lane.
name.
The real person's name is Oliver Lane.
It's all real guys.
Oh no, I don't know like where this is going.
He
Oliver Lane.
attempted to kill her. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know the
Attempted to
specifics.
kill her.
I know
Yeah.
maybe it was like a pillow was used. I believe.
There's pictures. It's really bad.
Oh god, I'm so
And
sorry to
she
hear
is
that.
now suing him for $20 million.
Good for
Because after
Okay,
the day
good for
after,
her.
this guy's what an amazing day. Because I hope she gets the 20
For
million.
Sienna, yeah.
Because it was the next day she had an audition for a big broadcast television show. It's presumably they're trying to imply SNL. I don't know if it
SNL,
was,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
she didn't get it. So now she can go and be like, "Look, you cost me my whole career. You cost me
'Cause
being Will Ferrell."
because she was off
Yeah.
kilter.
And
Yeah.
she could have been the next Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but either way, isn't that crazy?
Wait, so he attempted to kill her? Why? They were
'Cause
dating.
he's like a crazy
I don't know.
asshole guy.
Crazy rich guy. And
Sorry.
who's representing him? Is it Dershowitz?
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I hope she gets the 20 million, but he probably has
Definitely.
like an amazing lawyer.
He's not going to go to jail.
He's not gonna go to
No,
jail.
no,
but
no,
they
no,
might
no.
settle out of court.
I'm
type
sure
thing.
I'm sure she'll be a rich woman
She'll
by the
get
end of all
something.
this.
which
God,
is
God
very,
willing.
very
yeah.
well deserved, I guess.
That's
They're-
terrible.
Like
Terrible.
they'll probably be like they'll just force him to like eat Lunchables every day
Yeah.
for the next like, 10 years. Like this will do enough damage to you.
They'll get a picture of him picking up trash with one of those claws, you know,
Yeah.
and then he'll be fine. That's so sad.
I know it is sad. An attempted murder is
I wonder why. Was she
Yeah.
cheating on him or something? Like, I mean, I guess you
No,
can't get
it's-
into the psyche.
I mean, I think a couple different articles go into it, but like one of them
What did they
says that
say?
like he saw her talking to some ex of hers, and then another article says that he was trying to convince her to let his friend move in with them.
Nice.
And then the article implies that he and his friend have like a gay relationship.
Nice.
And she was like, "No, your gay lover can't move in here." And then
Oh
he
my
tried
God.
to-
that makes
That's-
it quite interesting.
That's what
to
it
me.
implied, but it's
Yeah.
like all these like New York Post type places. They'll never say anything.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "These two gay men wanted to live
gay
together."
The
guys.
only reason I say this, and I hate to just be a gossip guy about, comedians and stuff.
Don't be a
Es-
yenta.
But one of her ex-boyfriends is Ian Fidance, who's
all right,
gay.
well, all right, we're gonna.
And there's also she's talked about it on stage of having ex-boyfriends who are bisexual.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is not like an uncommon theme.
Because she is.
She lives
too.
in New
She's
York.
bisexual.
Though. She lives
as
in
well.
New York, and it's like
That's
girl-
true. She's
she's had
bisexual.
girlfriends,
So
yeah.
like together, that's like universal
different
blood
people.
donors.
It's universal blood
It's
donors.
like they can have anything
That
coming
would
in
be-
and out of there.
That would be type OK.
okay.
me.
And more with Patty DeFino.
Yeah, I don't know. Hope
But-
she wins it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I say you gotta be straight.
In conclusion,
You gotta be
Marriage is
straight.
between
That's
a
the
man and a
second New
woman.
York Post article I've received about a comedian.
the first one about Frankie.
No, third.
The first one was like Leo.
Third,
right?
first one was Leo.
Oh, geez. Damn, we're in some bad company, guys.
Well, Frankie was good.
Frankie is a
Frankie's
good
like,
one.
this
Frankie
guy
was-
made it. It's amazing.
But the
other
New York
dude's
Post
like,
was mad at Frankie because he talked to other sources, and they were like, "Never mind." They were going to do this whole profile. Never mind.
Frankie, the patron saint of doggy bags.
That's right.
He's a shining light on the
Yeah,
comedy scene
the
for
one
sure.
likable comedian we have. So she was living with this guy.
That's what it says.
That's the first mistake. Come on. I guess I'm not really one to talk. She was just.
I mean,
tried
if you
to-
were dating the J.P. Morgan child,
I wouldn't date that fucking guy.
No,
probably a sick apartment. Though.
that's the one thing. Like a lot of men in this world want to be the dominant forces, have all the big jobs, make the money and stuff. But what that does is it creates an absence of opportunity for guys like us to just marry a rich
Diego's rich.
fucking whore, though.
What? Sorry, I
Wouldn't you want a
interrupted.
nice rich whore?
They have rich
What?
or like trust fund daughters of, but they're always crazy.
Yeah, but
I mean,
we're
these guys are too.
But he at least has the semblance of a job. Like he's going to
Right.
work.
I mean, it doesn't
She's
really say
not.
what he does.
Yeah, or I mean, it sounds like this guy has nothing right with him.
Yeah.
You know, but they have rich. No, you can get a female doctor, a lot of female psychiatrists.
you can, but it's a lot less.
But we're not. Yeah,
it's
we're
a lot
not.
less.
It's not going to happen
you
to
know?
us.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
it.
you're going to be dating a doctor.
You're
My
dating a
girlfriend's
doctor?
Everyone's married to a
student, yeah.
doctor.
Oh wow, awesome. Is she like crippled with debt right now?
No, she went to like a state school.
I was hoping you were gonna say no. She's crippled with huge tits.
She's just a cripple. They go for free.
No, she's
no, she's just crippled.
She's just crippled.
She became
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
She
Oh,
has
that's cool.
bionic legs. She's
I-
like Oscar Pistorius. My girlfriend is Oscar
Yeah.
Pistorius.
Oh, he killed somebody too.
He
Huh?
did. Not attempted.
He actually did.
He
Then
did
he was
it.
like, "I'm fine. Look at my legs."
I thought it'd be kind of funny if I described my girlfriend as an attempted doctor because she's still in medical school, but it doesn't make any.
But
I need to say I think it would be funny if.
Yeah,
and then it
yeah.
Still doesn't get a
But
laugh.
that implies that she quit, though, huh?
Yeah, it does. She
Which,
hasn't.
hey, who knows? There's
So
still-
how many years does she have left?
2 plus after. You do like a
Yeah.
residency after, and that's like your whole 30s.
residency and
God,
fellowship?
it is like it's almost a scarier commitment to become a doctor than a comedian.
I think it is scarier.
No, because at the end you're gonna make 200K at least.
But it's a long time.
But comedian, you're also not. You can still have a job as a comedian.
yeah, she's.
We all have We all have like pretty decent jobs.
I also get like obsessed with random things at random times in my life. So like if I was obsessed with being a doctor, that would probably only last like a year.
Yeah.
You wake up,
I
you're like,
feel
what have
that.
I done?
And
I
then I'd
have
be
that
like,
as
oh no,
well.
I wanted to make coloring books this
Yeah.
whole time.
You're inside a guy's heart. You know what?
This isn't me.
This isn't
You
me.
just like take
You know
off the
what? This isn't me.
gloves, you leave him.
This isn't a children's book. What am I doing? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have a couple friends that are doctors, and they're all like now they're getting done with school and everything. But it's crazy how they just like you'll be a student and they'll just throw you into a surgery or some kind of situation where you need to know your way around the body.
That does not make me feel better about all the surgeries.
I
I've
know,
had.
right?
Wow.
I kind of felt that way because I got a surgery like a year or two ago. And when I went back afterward to the doctor's office, they were like, okay, we want to check you for an infection. And it's just a bunch of young nurses. And I'm like, okay. And then a nurse leaves and she comes back and she's like, we don't have a thermometer. And I'm in a hospital. And I'm like, what?
Okay,
And-
I'll bring one from CVS next time.
You want me to pick
should've
one
let
up?
me
Yeah.
know.
And the Jamaican nurse is like, well, go on now downstairs, get another one. They got one downstairs. So she goes downstairs and she comes back up and she's like, there's no thermometers available. So I'm no joke. They looked at me and they're like, okay,
There's
when
like
you
one guy
leave
with 12
here,
of them in his ass.
they're like, when you leave here, go outside. There's a CVS. Pick up a thermometer, take your temperature, and just if it's high, come back in.
No way.
I'm not
way.
joking.
That's the prescriber.
That
Like,
was what
they give you a company
Unprofessional.
card for that. You
Mount
have to buy
Sinai.
Mount Sinai,
Yeah.
the top of the mountain of
Top-
medicine.
Oh
top
my
of the
God.
mountain.
of
Yeah,
medicine.
Top
yeah.
of
The
the
Everest
medicine
of
mountain.
hospital.
Literally.
Oh my
yeah.
God, dude.
And they couldn't even fucking, they couldn't finish the job.
Wow.
But
What if your
I think-
temperature was like 103?
yeah,
I
it
should-
might have.
Is that
Here's the worst part too. I walked up to the CVS, walked right by, didn't even go
Yeah,
in.
I
went
would-
home. Yeah,
I
I'm like-
would know if I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm
fine.
not gonna buy a thermometer.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to shove things in kids' asses.
Well, this is news to me.
Is that how you got your temperature taken as a kid?
In my ass? No, I don't think I even knew the asshole was an option. I don't even think my family knew. That sounds like
you didn't know it as a utility.
yeah, you can't use that. That's just where my poop comes out of. So I would just
kept coming.
yeah, it didn't stop. I would just use it in my the
Nose.
oral one.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah, and then you add a degree. That is the funniest thing.
had a degree for good
you have to
measure.
add a degree.
You're
I
supposed to
never
add
had-
a degree because it's
Oh, I
not
never
in
did
your
that.
ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Your ass is the most.
Yeah, and
Well, that makes sense.
that is the border of entry. If you want to have an accurate temperature, you do not need to put the thermometer in your ass, which a lot of people believe.
Did you guys ever do this?
We used to do that.
How many you have to add for that?
Yeah, I think just a degree.
Just
What
a
you
degree.
put it in your knee in your balls?
You do,
right in the armpit.
Oh.
And you squeeze really
Oh
tight.
yeah. Yeah, why do it in the ass? There's a couple better options.
Did you guys ever fake being sick when you were a
Of
kid?
course.
Oh yeah, I lived in Canada, so that
Okay.
was awesome.
One
It's
time
like your parents would take you to the doctor and it didn't cost anything. But by that point, like school, it's like noon. And
Yeah,
I bring you to school.
yeah, and they're like,
So-
you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'd make up
You're the
appendicitis
healthiest
all
kid.
the time, like just
Yeah.
internal organ diseases.
yeah.
dude, those are good to fake. One time I faked ulcerative colitis.
That's a good one.
They actually took my colon out before I was like, no, it's not real. But hey, I'm living. All right.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I never got. My parents would never let us fake being sick. Like,
Because your father was a teacher.
my father was a
Oh,
teacher,
yeah.
so like we would be sick and we'd go to school.
Get into school, Patty.
I remember my sister was like, I feel sick to my stomach, so they're like, you're going in. They brought her in. As soon as she walked through the door,
Throw up.
threw up right on the ground.
And the policy is if they throw up, they have to go home.
They have to
Who,
go
what,
home.
Your mom would take her
Break
home?
out the sawdust and get that kid out of there.
Bury her. Bury her in the ground. She's dead.
I'm not that sick. I'm not that sick.
Oh, were you ever? Either one of you guys ever throw up in school?
Yes, in first grade, I saw Ella D eating her yogurt. Oh, gross. Ella
Because of Ella?
Yeah, Ella D was the grossest.
Oh, no.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope she doesn't see this.
oh, she does.
she's a fan.
She does.
But she was eating her yogurt open mouth. And I already didn't love yogurt as a child. Not much has changed into adulthood. And I saw it and I just went. And I remember Miss
From
Copeland.
The sight? You
Yeah.
took from sight as a
Sight.
child?
And I was a sensitive kid. And Miss Copeland was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, with throw up in my mouth.
You just let it.
Yeah, it was so good. And she brought me the garbage can. And I was like, "Now I get to go home." But I faked being sick a lot.
Yeah. You ever throw up?
No, I went like pretty much everything from like second grade to graduation without throwing up.
And then I had a big throw up at graduation.
And now I throw up like every week.
all the years.
I throw up all the time.
Same.
That is true. I never used to throw up until I started drinking.
Yeah, no.
There was twice in my life I had thrown up before I turned like 19 years
Same,
old.
Same.
And it was one time when I was 9 years old. I
Yeah.
ate 22 meatballs
That made you
because
throw.
my grandma made great
Is it
meatballs.
Oh, that
record?
sounds good.
At the county fair.
And I kept
like a blue ribbon.
and I would count them as I ate them. I was like 19. And they're like, Patty, you're gonna get sick.
No, stop it, Patty. Stop. Your
20.
Your family's
No.
huddled in the corner.
My dad's like, that's a round number. Stop now. But I got to 22, blah, threw up. And then when I was in high
23.
school, yeah, I throw up. I'm like, 17. We'll get it back. And then when I was in high school, I was running the mile. And I ate a bunch of curly fries. And there was a really hot girl in my gym class who was like really athletic. So I tried to keep pace with her. And I ran a 6 minute and 6-minute 11-second mile, which I've never come close to, and I just
Pretty
threw
good.
That's
up.
like a
right
real.
Wow.
Yeah, really good.
You did it though.
I did it,
Wow.
and now she's pregnant and married with someone else.
Did you tell her? I think you're really pretty, and I was wondering if we can go out sometime. And she went, "What? Really?" And you were like, "Yeah." And she said, "I don't believe you." And you were like, "No, really, I do." Blah.
Yeah, I threw up from the rejection of her, not even the
That
curly.
was a cool thing about like gym class in like high school or middle school, because you're told as a man like you're a beast.
Yeah.
You're a physical.
People tell me
beast.
that all the time.
People tell, but then like I would try to be like faster than the girls, but like I was the same body type.
Yeah,
as
some of the
them.
girls
I
are-
was the same.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm also a woman, Diego. I know
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah.
So, there's no
And I'm a
problem.
hot girl too.
You're a hot girl. Yeah, I would have been such a hot girl.
Are you getting hot with that jacket?
No, I'm. Yeah. How can you tell?
I got a little bit of sweat going.
Every time I come on this podcast, I sweat.
Oh
like a
yeah, let me
pig.
turn the fan toward us here. I gotta blow my nose too.
Also,
You guys-
Patty, can
you guys
you?
don't mind holding the podcast?
Patty,
down
can
for
I?
a
Can
second?
we do one of these?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Oh wow! Thanks, Jamie.
Jamie, thanks, Jamie.
Do you need anything, Diego?
No, I'm not.
water. I got waddle all over my new sweater.
As long as you don't get on the bed.
I've got a good throw up story. It's pretty recent.
Can you hold it till
No,
Patty
I will,
comes
I
back?
will. I just wanna
Can
get-
you hold your throw up for 10 more minutes? We're almost at a rest stop.
It's all right. It's not the best, but
What do you got?
Not with that attitude.
so is this Saturday.
This coming Saturday, I will throw up this Saturday.
I think I've thrown up like once a month for like the whole summer.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't
Oh,
even get that
dude.
drunk. It's just
Oh my
like
God.
I'm so used to the muscles
Yeah.
there, so my body's just
Sometimes
might
it
as
just
well.
feels good.
It just feels
Yeah.
great.
feels like you need to
You
do
need
it.
to,
Yeah.
I was like with my friend in like Manhattan, and then it's like probably like 10 drinks. Like this is like a good, but not.
That's a
like,
lot.
Yeah,
10 drinks
over like 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
they shouldn't have made me throw up. But then I get down on the one, and I fall asleep on the one, and I wake up and I'm in like the Oculus, like the World Trade thing
Yeah.
down there, and I work around there. So I could either wait for the next 2. I live in like Flatbush, and that's like a whole other like hour-long train. My ETA was like 2 hours. So I go above ground to try and like switch trains, and then I just throw up in front of my office.
Ugh,
my like actual office.
that's awesome.
I was like, this is pretty sick. I was just here,
Yeah.
and I like threw up, and I was like, I might as well just order an Uber now.
Yeah.
So I spent like $60 on
Yeah.
an Uber. And I got out of the Uber and I threw up in front of my apartment.
Wow, dude. Now you get to go to work and
And
have
I
your
did on
coworkers-
Monday morning. I went to work and I went to
Here-
see if I could find
Yeah.
it.
And
And
you're
your
going to see a
coworkers.
poor immigrant just sweeping your vomit off the street.
So,
oh, sorry.
Wasn't that good? It was.
Everyone's talking about you see some asshole, some drunk, heroin riddled asshole threw up in front of our office, and you go,
The guy was actually just a good guy.
Yeah, I heard he was a good guy.
He fell asleep on the
I
train.
heard he's got some penis.
There was a friend of mine who's like helplessly addicted to having sex.
Oh.
And it's not the
Sorry
guy.
for your loss.
It's not
Could
the
you
guy
please not
who
say his
lives in
name?
this apartment. Yeah. But he was a friend who I used to meet because he would come down to the city. Like he lived upstate, but he would come down on like Monday nights, and we would like go out. And when I was drinking, it was a really good time because like we would go out and like we'd talk to girls and stuff, and like maybe I'd get a number, but every night he would get a girl and bring her back to the office he was working in.
Awesome.
And have sex with her on the conference room table.
That's so
he would do it
cool.
every week. And I was like, dude, like, what do you like? Do you clean up? He's like, I don't clean up at all.
Oh my god!
God.
Did they check the tapes at all? Like every Monday
Yeah.
morning, the cleaning people must be coming in.
He's
He's
just
just
one-
checking in at
Where
1 in the
their
morning.
condoms.
He keeps checking in.
He's just one of those guys who nothing bad ever happens to him.
Right.
You know? But I've also heard in years past that he has a micro penis.
That's awesome.
That's why he's got to keep him.
Yeah. So I, keep giving him the luck because
That's why
he's
he's-
already got the bad luck.
That's why he's having sex with him and where he works. It's
Yeah,
like he's got to
exactly.
show something. He's gotta- like I have no
just gonna
penis, but
stick-
look, I work.
I'm
here.
going
It's
to
a good
station
night
the
off.
magnifying glass
Yeah.
right here. He works in a
He's like,
magnifying
yeah, pulling up his Excel sheets.
Yeah,
It's
look,
like,
I
if
got a lot
this
going
won't
for
make
me.
you come. This spreadsheet.
This spreadsheet.
See the analytics here.
Dude, I mean, but if I were some fucking...
Magnifying glass
Yeah.
factory.
They're all
Very,
pointing at his
very good.
penis.
Yeah.
If I were some broad and a guy was like, hey, like, you want to go back to my office? I'd be like, that's awesome. Of course I
Yeah.
do.
That is kind of crazy.
That's cool. What am I going to say? Hey,
And
you
then
want
wanna go throw up outside my
Yeah,
office?
you want to go hear about how I work with children? Nobody wants that.
And then you're like, ooh, he's pushing the paper clips into my pussy. And then you're like, not a paper clip.
That's the noise you would make? Ooh.
Ooh,
All
is that what I
right.
think it is?
A paperclip.
Is it my
Ooh, a
lucky day?
penis.
Ooh.
Another penis.
Now that I think about it, if I ever put my dick in a girl and she goes, ooh.
Completely silent.
I wouldn't be-
Stone cold.
Yeah, yeah, ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's like,
A
ooh.
penis.
Ooh.
She's wearing a big nightgown. She's got, for some reason,
pretending to be like an old lady.
for some reason, she's got a cold pack on her forehead.
It's been so long.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think my
And what's
penis would
next?
shoot back inside me,
Yeah.
and I would fly
Like
through
the
the
Buddha.
ceiling. Yeah,
I think I need to change my views on all this stuff because I don't know if you feel this. Me and Diego are still in our mid-20s. Maybe I feel like you've grown out of this, or if you ever were like this. But when I hear that, like this guy would go out every week and pick a new bitch and then go back to his office, I'm like, that's the coolest thing in the world.
Oh, that seems so.
To me, that's the coolest thing in the world because it's so not what I have lived like ever. I've never done anything.
I just don't
like
imagine what that guy's like.
I think he probably sucks. But that's like, or he does it out of some deep kind of whatever. But like, I would love to do that for any amount of time. It sounds really cool to me. And maybe I'm wrong there. I don't know.
I think it is. It becomes less cool just by the fact that he has a micro penis. If he had a big slinging awesome dick,
sure.
that makes it completely
then
different.
it would be cool. Then he
Sure.
would be like a a Texas Ranger or something coming into town.
You want to go to my office?
yeah.
I got
But-
it. Yeah.
I think that it's cool, but I think it's probably only cool for a little bit in your life.
I should at least do it for a little bit then. Because I feel
You
like
should.
I feel like I haven't lived yet.
You know what, Kiwi? You should.
Look at the camera.
should.
This show's got a lot of fans.
You should bring women to your place of work.
Not to my place of work because it won't be open, and they would be mad if it was.
Wouldn't it be funny if there's a guy working there at night when he's bringing the girls in? There's like a guy in a cubicle. Yeah, he's like,
Mr. Weintraub? She's fine.
I'm interviewing a new
I
secretary.
bring in some very scantily, like some just slutty dressed woman at like 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, it's fine.
She's asleep. You're like, she's resting.
I have
This is the new CEO.
I have a comically large case of Rohypnol, clearly labeled Rohypnol. It says Rohypnol on it.
Like
it's not Rohypnol.
With a picture of a person like
yeah,
disease.
an arrow to the woman.
Just a woman in a dress laying down.
I'm with rape victim.
Yeah, her shirt. I told her not to wear this shirt. I told her to wear the one that says "I'm not with a rape victim."
Her only 2 shirts.
Only 2
She
shirts.
only has 2 shirts.
It was
since the
laundry
move.
day. What can I say?
You're taking her laundry. They're all just copies of those shirts. Patty, I think we have a sketch on our hands.
I think so. I want to be that guy that wears the same outfit every day. You know, like Jason Mantzoukas.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, I mean, on this podcast, I've worn the same.
Guys, I'm wearing my blue shirt today, not to be confused with my black shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's in the. You ever like look at your life and you're like, oh, I don't know if it's in the cards for me to be a mega superstar guy.
Yeah, dude, I'm very disappointed with my life at this point.
Yeah, but I blame America.
They're not ready.
Dude,
I think America puts this thing in our head that we're all supposed to be famous and successful.
I think it's social media, but it happens
Yeah.
wherever you are, right? Maybe not
guess so.
Europe. I don't know.
But like, if you're in Asia and you're looking around at everyone and you're like, what makes me stand out? There's not as many things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. So in America, you can do whatever you want. Everyone looks completely different. I've never seen 2 people that look the same in America.
I
Like
have.
the same?
Yeah, like
I've seen people
identical
that
twins.
look identical. I mean, Kiwi. Are we playing games here? Are we?
I'm splitting hairs. I'm sorry.
But
go
you know
on.
what? There's so many different cultures and like
Yeah.
different things, and it's
No,
like
it's great.
you can be a person in your town, and there's no one else like you. You know, so there's this idea of individuality and everything. But if you're in Asia,
I think that's nice though. Wouldn't you want to be a little bit like everybody else? Because then you can all bond
Yeah.
over a lot of shit.
I
you know?
would like that. It would make everything seem like I have less of a duty. You know,
And it's weird because we're all white, but we're all like very different. We're like
We're
3
all
very
right.
different types of white people, you know?
Yeah.
Or we're told we're different. But like,
yeah,
I mean, I guess we all look kind of different in our own ways, but we're still white.
we're still white, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too racist against Asian people here.
Oh, you definitely sound a little too racist.
You know.
Is that I'm not saying I hate them though.
no, it's not
I'm just saying they look more.
I
2
would
Asian
do
women
it.
look very close compared to 2 white women. I think
They also
2 white
have-
women
Oh, it's
can
just
look
different hair colors.
vastly different.
Just different hair
The
colors.
swag
Yeah.
in like China is similar to it's like a bigger like flex country, I think. Whereas
Yeah.
here you try to look poor, like the rich people try to look poor here.
Well,
or
because
some-
there's like
thrifting and shit.
America's the
cradle of
the Williamsburg
civilization.
girl of
Yeah.
countries.
Yeah, because
Where
we have
it's
we
like,
have everything.
You feel bad how much you're winning.
how much you
Yeah.
have, yeah.
So-
If I were to go to China, I think I would have a big falcon that I carried around to just show that I.
You're gonna go to China
yeah.
now if you would have been born and raised in China.
Yeah.
You can go to
I can,
You can go to
listen.
China.
I can alert the Mongolian Empire at any time. so don't try anything around me.
Is that Patty? That's my Mongolian.
Have you
guy.
guys ever been to Asia or anything?
No.
I went. My friend Buster, you guys have met. He went to Asia and in like China, like poor China in high school in Beijing, and he said people would just go up to him and be like, "Take picture."
Yeah,
Take his, just take his picture.
I would love
It happens to white guys.
Did
yeah.
they just zoom in on his lips?
You know you're watching, Buster.
No,
he does
me,
have big lips.
me and Buster have some big lips.
You guys have big lips.
We
The
should
three
kiss to
biggest sets
seal
of
the deal.
lips,
Yeah.
and you got to be my friend Alex. He's got some honkers
Yeah.
It's just a guy.
Damn.
too. Yeah. He's all lip when he walks.
Yeah.
But there was a guy, like this big black dude on their trip, and he was like, there was a video of him squeezing into a crowded train, and the whole train was like
King Kong?
amazed. They would say like, LeBron James.
Yeah.
I've heard that happens with
Amazed.
like ginger people, blonde people, and black people.
Yeah. My
I wonder if
buddy
this is probably
who's-
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
my buddy who's lost weight now, but he used to be a big fat white guy.
Nice.
Yes,
He
if you're
went-
big,
Now he's a
too.
real skinny black guy.
He went to he went to China, and they gave him football jerseys to wear. And people would come up and take
Tom
pictures with him. And
Brady.
they gave him a Steven Jackson jersey, who is a black
guy.
running back. But like they would give him jerseys, and then like people would just come up and take photos
That's
with
pretty
him.
cool. I didn't know the NFL made
Wait.
it to China.
Who gave
They
him?
did. I don't think they did, which is why
No, they have-
They had no idea.
They're
who he was.
Chinese football. They're all Patriots fans.
Really?
Yeah. Who gave him these football? Who are they?
Like so, there'll be like bars or restaurants that will see a white person and be like, "Come in, like we'll give you
Dude.
free food, free drinks, whatever."
Whoa.
Because having a white person in there
It's good for
attracts other
business,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's called
I
the
feel like
Dancing
my features
Bear.
are too Asian for that to work for me.
You
I
would
don't
you would
know.
stand out, dude. Diego,
Would I?
they would love you.
I'm dark.
They would
Yeah,
either
yeah.
like call you in or they'd like put you in a cage, like dangle you from like a nice like
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 I'm like
poke
a
you with
government
sticks.
experiment.
you have like some kind of underground poker game or something. Yeah. You're like, that's my good luck charm. I found good luck charm.
I'd love to go to a country and have people.
You know what it's called, Diego?
Yeah.
It's called the Dancing Bear Syndrome. Because wherever you go, people are amazed by you, but
Yeah.
not necessarily in a popular way. Also,
That's
you know that dancing bear porn guy?
No,
It's like him. You guys don't know that porn guy?
I
No.
had sex
Oh.
with a dancing bear.
He's just like he puts on this like bear hat and goes and just dances
naked.
and like has sex with women.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for him.
Could be
he
named
good?
after the Asian thing. He's
Wow.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
I've heard. Yeah, I've heard he's good.
Is that started
Not
as
just
a
gimmick.
No, he's not just a guy. He's the real deal.
that was a Russian thing, right? The dancing bears.
They love.
Yeah,
They
bears
like
on
Eastern Europe in
unicycles.
general.
Yeah.
You can do it in Romania.
They
apparently.
have very talented
Bears.
wildlife.
They have very talented bears.
They want to make it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna steer clear from Asia. I think for a while, till I'm like trying to like find a wife. I think.
Yeah, you do well with the Asians.
I think I would like that.
I keep wanting to like, I'm on these dating apps. They're the bane of my existence. I want to just.
You know what's
open-
funny is Bane is Batman's bane of his existence.
Anyway, so
Excellent
I'm-
point.
So I'm on these dating apps. No, I'm just a bad guy.
What are you talking
I'm on these dating apps, and I keep wanting to start.
Just checking the time.
I keep
Just
wanting
checking
to,
the time.
dude. I'm gonna get kicked off like you. I keep wanting to start these conversations. Hey, bitch.
What'd you say?
Wait. On the app.
on like Hinge.
Well, that's the the whatever's devil's three-way of it all is you wanna grab their attention.
It's not even. It's just like, listen, you're already not gonna respond to me, and
Right.
if you do respond, you're gonna stop responding. If you do respond and you give me your number, we won't see each other past that. If you do respond, you give me your number, and we see each other, you're gonna hate me. If we do see each other, you hate me, you let me have sex with you, you're gonna see me again?
I kind of follow what you're saying.
I lost it at the end, to be honest.
but that was fun.
That was fun.
But yeah, dude,
AKA it's
I
not
would
going
get
well.
more reactions when I would say something like
Yeah.
very
Totally.
not even offensive, but just like very aggressive.
Yeah.
and like not even sexually aggressive, but just something like, what is that? Like, this is it. Like, whatever.
What is that?
What is
this?
that?
Who do you think you are?
What is that on your chest? I
is
like
that?
it.
Is that a tattoo?
Why?
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
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 You.
But you get more from that than if you're like,
Totally.
hey, you look beautiful. You know?
Hey,
Tell
you
me what you got
beautiful
that hand
bitch.
for.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
beautiful fucking stupid skank.
bitch. Because I don't even feel like that. It's funny. I think it's funny to be a girl and open it up and be like, hey, bitch, like that's funny.
Yeah,
That's
just be
probably
like,
really cool about being a girl. You can just like snap your fingers and guys will.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dance.
Literally,
I wish,
if you-
I
if
wish
you-
I were a woman.
If you were a girl and you weren't having sex, because this is like, some women do have this problem where they're like, I cannot get laid for whatever. Literally, just walk into the street and bend over, and if you wait long enough,
Just holding it.
you will no longer be a virgin. I think that's like it's not like crazy. Like
Go find a bunch of black guys and tell them that joke. You'll be the biggest comedian in Bed-Stuy. Go to the street and bend over.
Yeah, I will have sex with you.
Dude,
But-
I had, there was a girl one time on Bumble. And she, Bumble, the girl always starts the conversation.
Yes.
And she was like, I'm nervous.
Which also they changed, by the way.
They changed
They
that?
changed it to now the girl can defer to you.
Oh, fuck.
So they're all deferring.
Yeah,
Fuck,
so
they're
they're all
all
deferring.
deferring.
Yeah.
You.
What do you got?
We're learning things.
She said, she was like, I don't know how to start the conversation. I'm nervous. It's like, just show me your pussy. That's a great way to start the conversation.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. You know what happens when I start the conversation with my penis? That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah. But it's a memorable one.
I'm just trying.
It would be
anything
funny
here,
if you
guys.
said show like she's like, I don't know how to start the conversation, so she sends you a picture of her pussy, and then you're like, this is great, and you're like, and then she sends you a video, and it's her pussy going, hi, so I'm a I like to read, I like poetry. It's
Don't get me started on Kafka.
I went to Williams College.
Yeah. Oh my coffee every morning. Don't talk to me before my coffee.
Before I've had my coffee. So give me back that Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me that fish.
It has a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Penis.
Who's that?
It's got
that?
like big teeth too. Hello.
You got a lot of great thumbnails for this episode, Patty.
I do, and I will spend probably less than 4 minutes searching for one.
You don't need more than 4 minutes, baby. Oh.
Thanks. We are at the end of this podcast.
We are.
so
Hey.
Isn't that that was quick?
That was fun.
It
That was
felt
very
it
fun.
felt pretty long to me.
Did it?
I've had fun with
I
you
think it's
guys,
just because of your
but I'm not
jacket.
because of my jacket.
It's 'cause-
Probably. Could be the jacket.
It's got a little bend to it.
Jake.
You want to call in?
You want to
You
call
wanna
into
do
my
call-in?
colon?
Do Colin.
You should do Colin Collins.
Colon Collins? Excuse
Oh,
me.
this is
Have you
a-
seen my
this-
colon?
Oh, this is Kiwi's colon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I gotta call in from my
Like,
colon.
colon.
It's just like,
Imagine my colon has become very right wing since it got taken out of my body.
my colon keeps sending me independent podcast clips. But yeah, guys, we're at the end. So what do you got?
Hey, dude.
This is gonna come out Sunday.
I'll be watching.
Do you have any shows or anything? Or
Saturday night, I'll be at Eastville Comedy
All
Club
right.
at 8 o'clock. This will have happened already, but hopefully I do well.
yeah,
I will do well.
October 24th, 25th, that Thursday, I got the Good Mood Show, Vaughn Bar,
Great
Hell
show.
yeah.
8 p.m.
whose show is that? Oh, that's yours.
This is my
Okay.
show.
Patty
Guys,
DeFino
book
is making
tickets.
his
I am
triumphant
out of the
return
sea.
today.
Who's that? Who books that? Who books that?
Who books that?
Who books that?
Was
I don't
it
know.
Sienna? Is it Sienna's boyfriend? Ex.
No.
That's the bad mood show.
I found out Olivia Rodrigo's boyfriend is a comedy talent guy now.
Oh,
wow.
Ex-boyfriend.
So she's dating a Jew.
Ex-boyfriend. She was
Can you-
like,
can you cut that out.
but this
please?
is full circle though. She was like 16. He was like 25.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Gavin
like her.
Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
Anyway, so
what
your
about the
plug.
Instagram? What do you got on the Instagram?
At Good Mood NYC.
What about
Mine?
your personal? Yeah,
I'm getting.
you're
a
gonna
job.
get a. You're gonna okay.
I'm getting a job right now. So
Well, you might get some requests.
That's
for
all right.
feet.
Definitely gonna get
Yeah,
some
yeah,
requests.
yeah.
If I get any requests, I'll let
I got it
them
all in private right now. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be a ghost.
You're on private?
I'm on private right now.
Oh my
while I get a new
gosh,
job.
dude!
You never
Wow.
know.
You never know. Yeah,
I'm happy to be here.
yeah. It's great to be here.
know. And Kiwi,
I already did mine.
you did yours. What is your? No, you did your show. What about your?
I have to say my Instagram.
Yeah. Do you want it?
But the thing with my Instagram is that my Instagram is just my name, and the way we've been doing this is we cut out my last name.
Okay.
But
All right.
But I can make the old Pope Franciscus joke. You can follow me at Pope Franciscus. It's a little joke I like to do.
Okay. Pope Franciscus. It's actually Pope Francis, isn't it?
But on Instagram, he's Pope Franciscus.
Franciscus.
It's actually not. No,
Latin?
he really is Pope. Yeah, and he has all these different popes.
Wow. Okay.
Do you think the popes share an Instagram? Like when one dies, they just give the login.
I think
info to the
so.
next one?
Because I feel like
They
they're
have
not
to
like.
build it up from
Yeah, they're
scratch.
not trying to build a following. Like in a confessional, like afterward, also, can you follow me? Can you follow me on Rumble?
He's got a QR code at the end. Of the
Right
mass.
here. It's my. Oh shit! It's out of battery.
Every Bible comes with his at the end. Of
Hey,
it.
it's gonna be like that soon, buddy.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, this has been News from Bed, a glorious episode.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
guys
fun.
for
Thanks,
listening,
everybody.
and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Cheers.